New movement to be triggered? Shanghai's Qiqihar Road under full martial law. Typhoon Doksuri makes landfall, buildings sway, cars overturned, citizens rush to buy protective taps. Due to China's record-high youth unemployment rate of 21.3% in June, students were forced to sign fake employment contracts. The official obituary of Rocket Army Deputy Commander was delayed for 21 days, generating rumors that it was related to Qin Gang's dismissal. 10,000 police officers have been deployed in Chengdu, and residents were told to draw their curtains while Xi Jinping attends the opening ceremony of the Universiade.
It's all covered in today's China Truths.
New movement to be triggered? Shanghai's Qiqihar Road under full martial law. The incident of the collapsed sports arena in Qiqihar City, Heilongjiang Province, which resulted in 11 fatalities and 4 injuries, is still not calming down. While the area in front of the sports arena was filled with flowers as a memorial for the unfortunate victims, residents also noticed a significant presence of police officers in the surrounding streets, indicating a high-level security operation activated. In detail, on July 28, a Shanghai netizen revealed that Qiqihar Road in Yangpu District, Shanghai, had been placed under full alert. Police officers or plainclothes personnel were stationed at various intersections, immediately observing anyone who lingered or took photos in the area. To further confirm the situation, the netizen went to several intersections and found police officers stationed there. Images circulating online also show these officers sitting or standing at the intersections, watching passing pedestrians. However, despite witnessing some traffic violations, such as running red lights, they do not take action. This has led the investigating Shanghai netizen to exclaim, "The purpose should be very clear." Not only police officers but also security guards in uniforms with the word city appearance and volunteers in green shirts were found there. After the relevant information was exposed, many netizens commented, feeling afraid again, afraid that Shanghai people might shout, "Overthrow the Communist Party." It seems like all roads with names of other cities will have to be renamed. In the eyes of the party, traffic violations are minor, while demonstrations and protests are major issues. Last year it was a street in Urumqi that made officials extremely nervous, and this year it's Qiqihar Road, making all the little lackeys tense and vigilant. What will it be next year? They are openly enforcing the law. Let's wait and see what happens next. As of the time of publishing this video, the authorities have not given a reasonable explanation to the families of the victims who are seeking answers, nor have they responded to the situation regarding the tight security on Qiqihar Road in Shanghai. Since the outbreak of the COVID-19 pandemic in early 2020, the CCP has faced widespread public discontent due to its prolonged lockdown measures. This discontent further escalated after a major fire incident in Xinjiang, resulting in 10 deaths and 9 injuries, as reported by the authorities, leading to the White Paper movement. This spontaneous movement quickly spread to different localities. On November 27, 2022, it was reported that many people in Shanghai gathered on the local Urumqi Road to show solidarity with Urumqi. They shouted slogans like "Overthrow the Communist Party," "Oppose communism," "Oppose dictatorship." However, they were soon surrounded, and their internet signals were blocked by the police. Typhoon Doksuri makes landfall, buildings sway, cars overturned, citizens rush to buy protective tapes. On July 28, at 9:55 a.m., Typhoon Doksuri, the 5th typhoon of the year, made landfall along the coast of Jinjiang City, Fujian Province. At the time of landfall, the maximum near-center wind speed was 15 on the Beaufort scale, 50 meters per second, equivalent to a strong typhoon. After making landfall, the typhoon is expected to continue moving inland, bringing heavy rainfall. Social media platforms show that Typhoon Doksuri has caused strong winds and heavy rainfall in many areas. Large trees have been uprooted, and cars and rain shelters have been overturned. Mariners have reported encountering mad dog waves at sea. Some netizens claimed that the Strait Sports Center in Chengdu City was blown down. On the morning of the 28th, Chengdu authorities responded to the news, stating that it was untrue, and only a few color plates on the exterior of the stadium's roof had come loose, while the main structure remained intact. According to the Flood Control Office of Fujian Province, as of 6 o'clock on the 28th, a series of scenic spots, passenger ferry routes, ports and docks, and the Xiamen-Zhangzhou-Chengdu Expressway have been closed. A total of 416,800 people have been evacuated in the province. To defend against the typhoon's impact, people in Fujian have used various measures, including locking outdoor air conditioner units. The entire street in Xiamen adopted this protective measure, and due to the surge in demand, adhesive tapes even went out of stock. In total, Typhoon Doksuri has affected 724,600 people in 84 counties of 9 prefecture-level cities in Fujian Province, including Xiamen, Zhangzhou, and Chengdu. Additionally, 262.3 hectares of crops were damaged, with 8.36 hectares experiencing complete crop failure. The direct economic losses amount to 52.27 million yuan. The current disaster situation is still being further assessed and compiled. According to Xinhua, Typhoon Doksuri's landfall in Jinjiang, Fujian, makes it the strongest typhoon to hit China this year and the second strongest to make landfall in Fujian since complete records have been kept. After landfall, remnants of the typhoon are expected to move northward and may even affect regions in north and northeast China, with over 10 provinces experiencing heavy rain. Some areas in Zhejiang and Fujian could even face torrential rain, raising concerns about the potential impact of destructive winds and rainfall. As Typhoon Doksuri has yet to pass, there is already news of another typhoon on the way. In the early morning of today, July 28, Typhoon Kanan, the 6th typhoon of this year, was officially named. At 2 o'clock on the 28th, Typhoon Kanan was located over the eastern waters of the Philippines, about 1,810 kilometers east of Manila, Philippines. Typhoon Kanan is expected to head directly towards East China in the next 5 days and is highly likely to make landfall in Zhejiang or Shanghai at the beginning of August. Following this forecast path, Zhejiang will face severe pressure in preparing for the typhoon. Due to China's record-high youth unemployment rate of 21.3% in June, students were forced to sign fake employment contracts. Amidst an economic downturn in China, the unemployment rate continues to surge, with the official youth unemployment rate reaching 21.3% in June, setting a new record. An exposé of an internal meeting at Shanghai Ocean University revealed that the employment rate for undergraduate graduates at Shanghai universities is even below 30%. According to Zhang Dandan, an economist at Peking University, if the numerous individuals who are not actively seeking employment were accounted for, the actual youth unemployment rate might have reached as high as 46.5% in March, far surpassing the officially reported figure. As a result, the concerning practice of colleges and universities coercing graduates into signing false agreements and engaging in pseudo-employment recurs. Following the guidelines set forth by the Ministry of Education, academic programs experiencing consecutive employment rates below 60% are subject to enrollment reductions and may eventually face termination of enrollment altogether. Consequently, many colleges and universities have resorted to extreme measures and deceptive practices in their pursuit of higher employment rates. Online evidence has surfaced, showcasing instances such as the Nanghua Business School of Guangdong Foreign Language and Trade University, where students are compelled to provide evidence of signed labor contracts or admission notices, and interns are required to present on-the-job certificates. In some cases, students must submit gratuitous career certificates before being granted their graduation certificates. Certain instructors take the initiative to sign online on behalf of students, while some enterprises offer paid stamping services, thereby facilitating the fabrication of fake employment scenarios and leading to the establishment of a chain of deceptive practices. For instance, a 2023 college graduate named Li Ji complied with his teacher's persuasion and engaged in paper employment by signing a fraudulent three-party agreement. Li Ji explained that this approach spared him constant reminders and messages from the teacher, as he didn't work for the company he had ostensibly been affiliated with. In many cases, companies engaging in such fraudulent practices have no genuine intention of waiting for the ghost graduates they have enlisted. Beijing Youth Daily reported that certain online shopping platforms offer services that enable graduates to achieve paper employment for as little as 68 yuan. Several members of the class of 2023 revealed that this has become an open secret on college campuses. Observers opined that due to unflattering employment data, various stakeholders across society are resorting to falsification at different levels. The official obituary of Rocket Army Deputy Commander was delayed for 21 days, generating rumors that it was related to Qing's dismissal. The paper reported on July 27 that Lieutenant General Wu Guohua, the former deputy commander of the Rocket Army, indeed passed away on July 4 due to an illness at the age of 66. Nevertheless, the news of Wu Guohua's death, as reported by the paper and disseminated by major websites, was later removed. Public records indicate that Wu Guohua was promoted to the rank of former deputy commander of the 2nd Artillery Corps in 2010 and to the rank of lieutenant general in July 2012. The CCP Rocket Force, previously known as the 2nd Artillery Corps, serves as the strategic military branch responsible for China's nuclear intercontinental ballistic missiles and is considered a primary threat to Taiwan. Multiple speculations regarding the cause of his demise have emerged and are circulating on the internet. According to reports from Hong Kong media, Wu Guohua's death was attributed to a sudden cerebral hemorrhage following unsuccessful rescue efforts. However, some informed netizens have claimed that Wu Guohua's death might have been a result of suicide, possibly linked to the investigation and removal of Liu Chao, the commander of the Rocket Army. On June 28, during the promotion ceremony of the Central Military Commission of the CCP to the rank of general, Liu Chao was notably absent. Subsequently, on June 29, former Lieutenant Colonel Yao Qing from the CCP Naval Command disclosed on Twitter that Liu Chao was taken away from his office on the morning of June 27, with the potential implications of betraying CCP military intelligence. Of note, Liu Chao's son is studying in the United States, which has raised suspicions of potential involvement in the betrayal of the CCP's military intelligence. Recently, there have been widespread rumors concerning corruption and intelligence leaks, allegedly involving several senior generals of the CCP Rocket Force, including Liu Chao. As a result, the Rocket Army has experienced the loss of 3 commanders, 2 deputy commanders, and several division-level officers. Additionally, there have been rumors suggesting that the abrupt downfall of Qing, the foreign minister of the CCP, might be connected to his close associations with high-ranking officials in the Rocket Force. Since the beginning of this year, the CCP military has witnessed frequent reports of purges. In April, Xi Jinping conducted successive inspections of the Southern Theater of the CCP, the Inner Mongolia Military Region, and the Eastern Theater of Operations, repeatedly emphasizing the need to ensure the safety and stability of the troops. From June 2 to 5, the Liberation Army Daily, an official publication of the CCP, released a series of commentary articles, specifically naming Guo Buxiong, Su Kai-ho, Fang Fenghui, and Zhang Yang as the 4 army tigers who had previously fallen from grace. The articles claimed that these individuals were comprehensively and thoroughly eliminated due to their alleged involvement with corrupt practices and other deleterious influences. On July 1, the Communist Party Journal published a speech delivered by Xi Jinping the previous year, urging officials not to be two-faced or double-faced people and to avoid being people with different intentions, who exhibit contradictory behaviors, and who harbor conflicting ambitions. Furthermore, the speech discouraged officials from engaging in inconsistent or hypocritical conduct. 10,000 police officers have been deployed in Chengdu, and residents were told to draw their curtains while Xi Jinping attends the opening ceremony of the Universiade. The inauguration of the World University Games is scheduled for July 28 at Dong'an Lake Sports Park in Chengdu, Sichuan Province. Xi Jinping graced the event with his presence and delivered a significant address during the commencement of the 31st Summer Universiade. Consequently, Chengdu residents revealed that since Xi Jinping's arrival on July 25, Chengdu has heightened its security measures. The streets were heavily patrolled by police officers, with a consistent presence of 3 to 4 officers per 20-meter interval. A conservative estimate suggests that the police force comprised at least 10,000 personnel. Furthermore, residents residing near Dong'an Lake Sports Park, the principal venue for the Universiade, recently received a notification from the neighborhood committee. The notice highlighted the arrival of foreign guests from diverse countries and regions passing through the area en route to the Dong'an Lake opening ceremony. Mr. Fong, a member of the Chengdu Universiade Preparatory Committee, communicated the directive that residents, commercial establishments, and government buildings situated along the route designated for the national leader's motorcade were instructed to keep their windows closed. This directive is not confined to Sichuan province alone but emanates from a mandate issued by the central government. Notably, the requirement for windows facing the street to remain closed has been consistently enforced in previous instances. Moreover, in the days spanning from July 26 to July 29, the practice of odd-even vehicle number restriction was implemented in Chengdu. Furthermore, the Sichuan provincial government issued an order 10 days prior stipulating the implementation of radio control measures in specific areas of Chengdu during the opening and closing days of the Universiade. These measures encompass the cessation of activities involving amateur radio stations, campus FM radio stations, wireless stations, different types of aviation, navigation, wireless remote control equipment, and the use of paging settings in controlled zones. Any individual found contravening the provisions outlined in this mandate shall be subject to legal prosecution and transferred to judicial authorities for criminal liability. The esteemed event marks Xi Jinping's first since the dismissal of former Chinese Foreign Minister Qin Gang and the third occasion that the Universiade has been held in mainland China, following the editions hosted in Beijing in 2001 and Shenzhen in 2011. Before this event, anonymous netizens urged the public to spontaneously partake in a new white paper revolution on July 28 to express their discontent with Xi Jinping's perceived deviant behavior and authoritarianism. Don't forget to comment in the section below to share your opinions on today's topic with us. Make sure to like and subscribe to see more interesting topics from China Truths.